thousands of dollars pretty much every day, how you can take advantage of this revolutionary selling system. Even if you don't have any experience, it's probably even better because there's nothing you have to unlearn. And it just works. You can see here someone saying he's doing great. Mother's Day is on fire for him. We, at this point, it's not just me. We have mind-blowing success stories. And you're going to see why as we go through. I'm going to share kind of how simple this is, why it works, and you'll see why we're able to have these kinds of results. My most successful students, after taking action and applying the system, have enjoyed, sales like these, as you can see, which are pretty spectacular. So the reason why I feel like the system works so well is because it eliminates a lot of the obstacles. You don't need to have a product of your own. You don't need to build websites. You don't need to know tech. I am so bad at tech. You don't need to buy inventory up front. You don't have to hassle with suppliers, have any problems with that. Selling, you don't need to sell or call your neighbors, MLM, nothing like that. You don't have to run Facebook ads. No complicated traffic tactics. It's free, instant traffic, profits in 4 simple steps, and we're going to go over those steps so you can see exactly how easy it is and why. We're also going to go over how you can kind of get ahead with this model with some massive shortcuts that I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to share this very cool secret technology, which is going to make your business push button easy to both build and run. And then basically show you how you can fail 98% of the time and then still build an army of mini income streams, which that's how I like it. You don't have to have a lot of pressure for any one product. It's built to fail 98% of the time and you can still do really well. So here's why my students love this business model so much. First is it's fun. It's legit fun. You can see here, Adams, this is literally the funnest business ever. I have to force myself to stop when I'm on a roll. I've got Mary, just reached my 100th listing on Etsy. This is addicting. And then Ian, it truly is a lot of fun, just like you said. Another reason is that you can get really fast results with it. So you can see here, I put a Father's Day listing, just put on Etsy not even 20 minutes ago, an order came in for it. Another one, launched a funny one as a test on May 1st, sold 13 by May 4th. And then another one, $4,100 in the last 30 days. It was $0 just a couple months ago. So you can sometimes get, really cool, fast results. It can also be mostly passive, which is another thing that people love. So you can go out and do your things. You can see here, Steve says, love this. 14 orders arrived this morning automatically. Shipping confirmation sent out. Didn't have to lift a finger. Another one, gotta love auto fulfillment. Another one, pretty cool waking up to sales. And another one, pretty cool to wake up in the mornings to an email from Etsy saying, congratulations, you have 3 new orders, and you literally made $275 while you were sleeping. It also indisputably works. You can see we've got, there's literally thousands at this point of people who have gotten results with the system, obviously to different degrees, but it's something that works. And you'll see as we go through exactly why that is. Now, to keep everything fair, real, my results, the results of my students shared today, they're not necessarily typical. I can't guarantee that you're going to have the same success as us. I obviously couldn't guarantee it. I don't know your lifestyle, your background. I don't know your work habits. So having said that, I can tell you I've helped for sure over 1,000 people get their first sale in line. I'm going to do everything in my power to help you get there as well. That's what we're going to be covering in this presentation today. So with that out of the way, let's dive into it. So if you've been around for a little bit, there's many business models out there, right? There's affiliate marketing, selling information products, there's crypto, Forex, share trading, coaching, consulting. Who here, and like I said before, I would love for you guys to just kind of let me know, interact. It's fun to know where you guys are coming from so we can tailor to you. If you've tried one or more of these before, please type in, I've tried one of these, maybe try in the one that you've done before. Let me open up the chat box here. Me, yes. Yeah, perfect. You can see. So you guys know, some of these are awesome. Some of them, maybe not so much. Since I've tried MLM, oof. And the thing is, since it's not these, but MLM, cool. Yeah, these models can make a bunch of money. They absolutely can. I know people have done really well in MLM. Some of them I actually make 7 figures doing myself, but there are some serious obstacles to success with them. Yep, someone just affiliate marketing. Someone says, tried learning affiliate marketing, found it very confusing and a deep money pit. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to profitably get traffic for someone else's offer unless you have an email list already, right? It's hard to build a list if you're starting from scratch, to build an email list of people who you can email and send them offers. And it can also be difficult to find quality, high converting offers. Trading crypto or Forex or shares, in some cases, it requires a high degree of skill, years of training. If you get it wrong, you can lose a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money in crypto, and you need a lot of money to make a lot of money, often for these kinds of things. Information products, you could do that. Crypto, Forex, yeah. Information products require you to be an expert in whatever it is that you're teaching. So you also need to be good at copywriting and selling, which is kind of a rare skill, and it can be really time consuming. So let's say you're an expert in something. It can just take a while and be hard to do well with the information products. Coaching, consulting, again, you would need to be an expert in whatever it is you coach and consult on. Usually requires phone sales skill and willingness. Most people hate it. I definitely hate it. And it can be hard to find clients. Now, of course, these obstacles can be overcome, but wouldn't you kind of rather start a business without them? So far we've talked about affiliate marketing, crypto, Forex, share trading, selling information products, coaching, consulting. There is one major business model that we haven't mentioned yet, and this is the one that I love so much, and that is e-commerce. Now, there's a bunch of different e-commerce strategies out there. Each, of course, come with its own unique set of obstacles, from requiring a big starting bank to driving traffic. But a few years ago, I had a really big breakthrough that overcomes 99% of the usual business obstacles. So, like I said before, you don't need to have a product of your own. You don't need to build a website. You don't have to spend money on advertising or have overseas suppliers or purchase inventory up front or sell or find clients or any of these things. That just makes it so not fun. And I've now been able to help hundreds of complete beginners start a highly profitable e-commerce business from scratch. And the system works. I showed you some before. Here's some more. Here's someone 1 month, $59,000. Here's someone 25 sales per day. And I like to show you this so you know that it's not just me. You can also see how other people are doing too. $6,600, $1,000 in 1 day just on Etsy. And we're going to talk about more than just Etsy. So who is ready? I would love to know who is ready to learn the 3 secrets. If so, type in me, please. I'm going to open up the chat box here. I'd love to hear you guys are still here, engaged. Me, I'm going to get a quick sip of water. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's get going. So here are the 3 secrets. Most people do e-commerce wrong and don't make money. So this is an enormous opportunity for us. The next secret, and then we're going to get into detail on each one of these, but the high-level overview is you can fail 98% of the time, as I said before, and still build a highly profitable business. In fact, it's encouraged to fail. And number 3, there's a secret software that will set up and run 90% of your business so your time can be spent growing your business. So let's first dig into this first one. Most people do e-commerce wrong, they don't make money, and this can be an enormous opportunity for us. So because people are doing e-commerce wrong, it's why they're not making money, like I said, right? The flip side is there's a great opportunity to do e-commerce right, potentially make a lot of money. So let's start by diving into the e-commerce options. First one is Amazon versus Shopify. So we all know what Amazon is, right? Which is kind of the point of this section. It's a marketplace for people to go buy stuff and to sell stuff. It's one of the biggest websites in the world, so it already has a ton of traffic. People have spent millions, billions of dollars building this website. There's a lot of buyers. They go in, they type on the website when they want to buy something, and they get offers. They're going in with the intention to buy. Now with Shopify, it's good for opening your own e-commerce store, right? It allows a complete beginner to own their own e-commerce store. You don't need to pay any Amazon commissions. You don't need to compete with other sellers. But of course, you need to find your own web traffic. So you need to be able to find people and get them to your website. So if you're looking at which is the best path for you, for Amazon, you have your orders processed by Amazon, so you don't need to do any payment processing. You don't need to set up any credit card systems or anything like that. Amazon can fulfill the orders for you. Super, super simple to get up and running. And Amazon gets the buyers for you. They get the traffic for you. With Shopify, of course, you don't have to pay any Amazon commissions, which is nice, and you don't have to compete with other sellers on the same platform. All that said, Amazon, I feel like if you're just starting out, selling on Amazon makes life so much easier. They just have so many buyers there ready to put in their information and give you money, I feel like. No, since the start of the pandemic, 14 million people started using Amazon for the very first time. You can actually see here in this chart that it was meant to go kind of gradual, and then the pandemic just made so many more people start shopping online. Since the start of the pandemic, 3 out of 5 Americans, 213 million people, have reported that they visit Amazon's website at least once a month. And at the height of the lockdown, Amazon was making on average about $33 million an hour while everyone stayed at home. That's about $9,000 in the time it took me to say this sentence. So Amazon had posted its biggest ever profit. The revenues jumped 40% to $88.9 billion, which is enough money to buy a Ferrari for every single person in Kansas City. And Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos was the first person in history to crack the $200 billion mark in terms of wealth. So it's pretty clear Amazon's a behemoth that's only getting better, bigger, and this creates a massive opportunity for us. Okay, so hopefully you guys agree, Amazon is awesome for new businesses, right? I definitely think so, especially if you're just getting started. So then what other choices do we need to make? Next thing I would say is drop shipping versus not drop shipping. So if you're not familiar with drop shipping, this is basically where a customer places an order and pays your retail price. Let's say they pay you $200 for a necklace. You then forward that order to your supplier, and then you pay wholesale. So let's say it's $150 for that necklace. The supplier will ship the product directly to your customer, and then you keep $50 in profit. So that's kind of how the dropship model works. And the cool thing about that is you only pay for products after you sell them. You don't have to warehouse or hold products on your own. No picking, packing, shipping. You can do it from anywhere in the world. There's low startup costs. It's easy to get started, and there's a wide selection of products. Now, when not to drop ship is if you already know what's selling, right? So if you already know exactly what's going to do well, you don't need to research or anything like that. You've got it. Or you have a large bankroll where you can just throw money at it and advertise and do whatever you need to do to make the sales. That said, it's not always rainbows and butterflies, because I've tried drop shipping, and you can spend weeks or months finding suitable products to send, first of all. So you might test a bunch of things and then finally find a winner, but it can take a really long time, especially because a lot of people do this dropship model. You can have problems with new suppliers. I've had several times when I tried it where people just took my money and they never sent anything. Also, with all the kind of supply chain things going on post-pandemic, it's not ideal. Most of the time, despite the ton of the research that you might do, most of the products just might not sell anyway. And it can take a ton of failures to find those winners. But there is a kind of up-level way, a better way that you can do something like this, where you can have products up in minutes rather than weeks. There's no issues with new suppliers. Losing products becomes a complete non-issue, and it's super, super easy to implement. So guys, let me know who wants to see the better way. If you would like to see the better way, please type in me or better way. I'll get another sip of water, and then we'll go into the next secret here. Me, yes, me. It's awesome to see you guys so engaged. Thank you. We have so many women on here today. Usually it's like 50-50, but I feel like it's 90-10 today. All right, awesome. Let's go to the next one. So that is number 2. You can fail 98% of the time and still build a highly profitable business. In fact, it's encouraged. So the problem with the traditional dropship model is that we spend weeks or months researching, testing 20 to 50 products we can sell profitably, back and forth with suppliers, emails, usually different time zones, all this stuff, only to find that people are only really even buying 1 to 2 of our items. Happy to be in the 10%, Lenny says. Happy you're here. Now, people try to fix this with the drop ship, by doing more research, spend more time trying to find new products and suppliers, and it just never works, right? So the solution, at least the solution as I see it, is fail faster. So what if there was a way to list 50 products for sale in hours instead of months? What if we could do hundreds in a matter of days, knowing 90 to 98% would fail, leaving us with a bunch of winners? That is the POD method that we're going to go over. So POD is print on demand. So here's how it works. I'm going to use coffee mugs as our example here. I personally sell tons and tons of coffee mugs. You can do it with loads of other products. But since coffee mugs are kind of my jam, that's what we're going to talk about here. So here's just one example of a mug. Brought in over 1,400 orders and over $21,000 in revenue. So, and here's a good kind of, who here owns a coffee mug? Please type in, do you own a coffee mug? Say, own a coffee mug, me, whatever. I think there's a me. April does not own a coffee mug. Several, too many, yes. She says, joking, yes. 15, least to own, yeah. Yeah, everyone owns a coffee mug, right? And there's other products like that where everyone owns at least one of them, right? Shirts, different things. Now, who here owns more than one coffee mug? Some of you already said, me, own too many. There's people I see with huge collections of coffee mugs. They have shelves. I have 4 that they go to. I feel like 4 is probably pretty low. Yes, multiples, over 20. Yeah, absolutely. So I have a few. This person, Joanne says, probably one for every day of the year. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are like that. Yeah, absolutely. So the demand is crazy. You guys can kind of see here. So here's what we do. With this model, we're going to be selling coffee mugs and other things with funny little sayings on them. So let's look at some examples. Here's one. This is one we wrote. Dear girlfriend, thanks for being my girlfriend. If I had a different girlfriend, I would punch her in the face and go find you. Love, your boyfriend. Now, I know the humor is not for everybody, but you'll see kind of humor works well. And this one has brought in over 2,878 orders. It's more than that since we did this, and $48,000 in revenue for that one simple mug. Now, here's another example. Hugs make me happy, you not so much. And this one is $21,000 in revenue. Here's another example. Same thing, just put a new dog breed in, and that brings in another $18,000 in revenue. This one, 4 words, best bus driver ever, $6,200 in revenue. And here's the secret sauce. Here's the cool thing. We don't have to find mugs that already exist. We sell things that don't exist yet, and then they get printed after the customer orders it. So that means that we can list an infinite number of products, which are all free to list. You'll see. It's really, really cool. And you might say, but Rachel, I'm not a designer. I don't have an artistic bone in my body. But the cool thing is my best-selling designs, they're plain black text only. So stay with me. I'll show you how easy it is to make them. Now, is this getting in your way with the Zoom things? Maybe you guys don't even see them with my picture and everything. Is that getting in your guys' way? Just let me know. See if I can move it. And in the meantime, we'll go to the next one. Okay. So text-based designs definitely sell. Here are some examples of people. Robin says, first sale on Etsy, a simple text t-shirt I never thought would sell. Diana says, this is a first for me. Someone just purchased 8 of the same mug, Amazon sale, text only. Another person says from November to December, 349 units sold. Most of these were just simple text-only designs on white mugs. Another one, my bestsellers are black text, ugly as hell, but selling like crazy. Another one, I'm a designer, but I found that the most simple design with a common saying I slapped together in 30 seconds has become my bestseller. And then we have Rebecca. Just in case you doubt the veracity of what Rachel teaches, I just sold a mug on Etsy that had 1 word in Arial, nothing special, nothing fancy. So here is one. This one I created for Father's Day a little bit ago, and a couple of years ago, I would say. And it was just something that people really, You're the luckiest dad in the world. I would love to have me as a daughter. It immediately sold a few hundred for Father's Day. And then it sold for years afterwards because people would buy it for Father's Days in the future, for birthday gifts, for Christmas gifts, for just because. And it does really well. So I took that design and I changed it to other variations. So I took, for example, here, you're the luckiest teacher in the world. I would love to have me as a student. And this one does really well in the beginning of the year and even in the end of the year as kind of gift presents. And you could do the same thing with coaches, clients, employees, and so on. And then for the same thing that we did here with You're the Luckiest Dad, it could be mom, grandma, grandpa, etc. So just that phrase, that luckiest phrase, brought in over $67,000 in revenue. And again, look at this. It's just super simple, black text on a white mug. But we're just going for what people like. It's an easy kind of under $20 purchase. Boom. Here's another one. And you can start to see, let me just move this one on my other screen. You can start to see how you can kind of infinitely scale these designs and end up with a huge pool of assets that you can sell. Each one design can go across 10 plus products, and then you can start to see how you can sell hundreds of products very quickly. So this one says, I do this for the money, said no policeman ever. And then you can do this with all different types of job positions, right? Said no firefighter ever, said no teacher ever, said no social worker ever. There's lots of people that complain that they're not getting paid enough, right? So we've got that particular phrase has gone over $20,000 in revenue. Okay, so we have that one. This one, 4 words I showed you, and on a travel mug, boom, black text, white mug, $8,000 in revenue. Now, let me actually show you guys why this works so well. You're buying a mug for a teacher. Look at these. Please tell me, type in here, which one would you buy? Number 1 is this one. Being a teacher is easy. It's like riding a bike, except the bike is on fire, has no seat, has flat tires, and you're on fire. That's number 1. If you like that one, type in number 1. Number 2, world's okayest teacher. Please, number 1, lefty all day, number 1, number 1. Sherry says 2. 2. Oh, we've got a couple of 2s. 1, 1, 1, mostly ones. Beautiful. Okay. Now, what are you guys basing your decision off of? Why did you decide to pick the mug that you chose? Type in, I'm curious to hear why, because for most people, I think there's a slight, number 2 is funny we're getting. A lot more number 2s came in, easier to read, creative, funniest, funnier, the text. Okay. So for most people, it's going to be whichever one is funnier is the one that they're going to choose to purchase. Yep, funniest, funny, here they are coming in. And that's the same on Amazon, right? You want to get a quote that resonates with people, and you're going to sell lots of it. Now, we don't want to overthink it here because it's really hard to know kind of what's going to sell. So the secret is get lots of listings up as fast as possible, fail quicker, and then some of them are going to sell, and it's easy money. So the way I see it is more listings, more money. You can see here, Joey says, my Etsy shop grosses around $150,000 per year for the past few years, all low-hanging system. That's what I call my system. I noticed early on that my sales increased with the amount of listings that I published. Rocco says, can we go with vulgarity or is it best to stay clean? You can totally go with vulgarity. Rose says, I made 6 figures profit in my first year. I only ever had between 500 to 900 listings at any one time. There's multiple factors. You just improve your chance with more listings. We have Daryl. He says, my first $1,000 day on Amazon, I only have 41 listings. Imagine if you put up more. So the way I look at it, when you put up these listings, people are going to find you. If you get enough listings up, some are going to end up on page 1. Some will sell without being on page 1. It's kind of a numbers game. You just go more and more and more, and you're good. Now, kind of a bonus 2.5 secret here, since we had secrets, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.5 here is that you can ethically cheat to increase your odds. So what I mean by that, you absolutely don't need to do this, but you can buy your way to the top listings. So Amazon will actually let you buy high first page rankings, and they're super cheap. So these are called sponsored listings. You can see here where it says sponsored on the screen. That's what a sponsored listing is. And you only pay when someone clicks on your product, and I'm talking like pennies here. So I usually spend tiny amounts a day for really big returns, and I'll go more into that here in a little bit. Now, why I love Amazon ads is they're super simple, you're only competing against people that meet all three of these criteria, which is basically no one. They have to be selling the same product as you with the same topic, and they're paying for ads, which so few people do. So love it for that, because you're not competing against that many people, and of course they make lots of money. So let me show you here the return on investment. So in this example, I've spent $398 on ads. The revenue brought back was $3,277. And then the profit was $1,105 after all expenses. So that means taking out the inventory, taking out the ads, taking out anything. So I spent $398, I made back $1,100 in my pocket, take home. Another example, I spent $65, $824 in revenue. Take home profit was $288. Spent $65, put $288 in my pocket. This one, $87 I spent, brought back $358 in revenue. This one I shared with you later. And by the way, when I give you these numbers, these are not including my organic sales, the sales that people just find on Amazon themselves. It's also not including Etsy or eBay sales. So in this case, the one I shared with you before, $278 in ads, and then we brought in $2,966 in revenue, and then just a little over $1,000 in take-home profit after all expenses. Now, I could go on all day. I literally have hundreds and hundreds of these that are making me money daily. So guys, would you spend $278 to potentially make as much as $1,063 back? Spend $278, make back $1,063. Type yes in the comments box if you would like to do that. Now, I'll answer the question while waiting to hear from you guys. What if you copy someone's bestseller, or is that a big no? I definitely would not copy someone's bestseller. You can change words around, create your own spin, but you want to operate here to just make your own things. It can be really simple to just change a few words, make it your own. We've got yep, yes, 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 of course, right? Of course, if you're going to make that money back, absolutely. Okay. Now, remember, you don't have to do Amazon ads to make this work. You absolutely do not need to do that. I said in the beginning, you don't need to spend the money or anything on advertising. You absolutely don't need to. That's why we put it as secret number 2.5, where I look at it as a cool kind of booster. It's awesome to do. I'd be remiss to not mention it to you. But you can also still make just organic sales, because the bottom line is, like I was saying before, Amazon is the search engine where people want to purchase from you. So they're going on these sites and they're saying, let's say Funny Knitting Mug is an example, and then they're looking and then they're going to purchase something. They're going with the intent to purchase. So you can make tons of sales that way too. But, a little bit kind of super simple way to boost revenue, you've got that as an option too. So now the next secret is that there's a secret software that will set up and run 90% of your business. So your time can be spent growing your business. So I'm going to give you kind of the simple 4-step system here. Katrina asked, do 11 or 15 ounce mugs sell better? I just put both of them up because you don't lose anything to list your products. So 11 ounce, I would say, but they both do great. So you'd be remiss to not mention both. Okay, so your 4-step system, number 1, we're going to come up with a quote. I'll show you how easy that is. Number 2, build your design. I'll show you how easy that is. Upload your design and then go forth and multiply. So first one is come up with a quote. Now there's a trillion different ways that you can do this, but for the first one, I'm going to show you here on Instagram what I would do if I wanted to get some inspiration. So let me go here, move this Zoom box. Okay. So I would just go and do something like, an example. Let's go here. And you could do things for all kinds of things, right? Like funny knitting shirt or funny whatever. Okay, so here's one. I store all my jokes in a database. You could do something even for like engineer dads or something like that, or like different job dads. So engineer dads, plumber dads, something like that where, and again, you change the words. You're not going to just copy someone else's design, but you could change something like that. Proud father of a smart-ass daughter would be fun. You could be proud father and engineer. Let me show you another one, like funny would be one where you could find, and we're going to switch the words. We're not just going to take this. Funny knitting. What's this one? Funny knitting means. Okay, here's a great one. This one says, what do you mean knitting doesn't count as exercise? This could be something that we would rewrite to like, what do you mean crocheting doesn't burn calories? What do you mean that basket weaving doesn't burn calories? And you could just do this with lots and lots of different types of niches. So, yep. Lonnie says you could also cruise top sellers for ideas on other sites. Absolutely. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can come up with different designs, and it's so fun. It's so fun. So for this one, I'm going to give you the example here of the one we went over before, the Dear Dad one. And it's so simple to come up with, like to make a design. So in this example, we got, Dear Dad, thanks for being my dad. If I had a different dad, punch him in the face and go find you. Love your daughter, right? Now, if we wanted to do Dear Mom one, we could just change it, right? So Dear Mom, thanks for being my mom. If I had a different mom, I would punch her in the face and go find you. Boom. Design done. Download it. And we're done. And that's how simple it is. And then it becomes just how fast you can type, right? Love your son. Download. We've got another one. Super, super simple. Now let's go back over here. And so that's it. That's how easy it is to come up with a quote. Lonnie had a really good idea. And then there's there's so many different things. I love looking at Google Images for quotes, or Pinterest, or like Lonnie said, searching for bestsellers or bumper stickers. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I have so many ideas all the time. Then the next one is to build your design, which I skipped ahead and I showed you, where you can just type it out and make it so simple. I mean, seconds. It took me seconds to create that design. The next thing you do is you upload your design. So let me actually show you how simple it is to do that. So let's go back here, and I'm going to go into my software here, and I'm going to hit select a product. We're going to do coffee mug in this example. I pre-logged in, but I guess, oh, here we go. Perfect. I thought I was going to have to do my lovely CAPTCHA form. Okay, so, and the stats that you just saw, don't worry about that. That's verified with just directing people to that store. Okay, so we're gonna go coffee mug, and you can very easily just upload a graphic here. So show you here, that one that we made in a couple seconds. I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna click here where it says duplicate image on back, so left-handed and right-handed people can see it. Mom mug. Make just a random title. I read and agreed to the terms of service. Launch campaign. Bada bing, bada boom. It's going to be done here in a second. And then we have the product ready to go. Now you notice we never had to actually order the product ahead of time. We never had to do mega research or anything. It's just going to be there and ready to like sell on Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. It doesn't need to look like a masterpiece. It looks, you see it's curved. It looks like the product has already been made. It looks like something you can buy. We've got different mock-ups. Some look better than others, and we're good to go. So there's that, right? The upload. And then the next one, our next step here is to multiply. So let me show you with this cool little software you can do. I'm just going to hit refresh here. And what it will do is I'm just going to hit upload. And now this product is actually sent over to Amazon on our behalf, which is glorious. So you can just super simply take that and then pop it on into Amazon and then have it listed there. Now also, before that, you can also multiply that design. So we're going to show you how easy it is. Remember this one phrase that I showed you, right? Dear Dad, then I showed you with the mom. Thanks for being my dad. If I had a different dad, I'd punch him in the face, go find you. You can make it all kinds of things because now you have all these blank lines, right? Dear blank, thanks for being my, if I had a different blank. So you could do Dear Grandma, and then love your grandson, love your granddaughter. Dear Nana, because some people call their grandmothers Nana. You could do with N-A-N-A-A, N-A-N-A. Some people say Gigi, Papa, and each one is a brand new market, right? Granddad, love your granddaughter. You could do uncle, love your nephew, brother, teacher. It goes on and on, love your student. There's so many, dear coach. How many different variations do you feel like you could come up with? I mean, there's so many different things, right? That's just some family members. We could do different types of dear accounting boss, accounting man, whatever, right? So, and that's, you can, by the way, do on multiple different marketplaces. So I reference Amazon and Etsy a lot. You could do eBay. You could even do other marketplaces. There's some people doing all kinds of other things. So from there, and that's just, again, mugs, you could put it on many different products as well. So we've got coffee mugs, necklaces, bracelets, shirts, pillowcases, posters, camper mugs, beanies, canvases, ornaments. Ornaments are phenomenal sellers, even throughout the year, not just during Christmas. One idea can easily turn into hundreds and hundreds of listings. So to recap, when we're doing this system, we're going to come up with a quote, build your design, just type it, upload, and then multiply. So it's really that simple. I mean, who here thinks that they can done everything that I've just done? Please let me know. You think you can do it? Type in, and then I'll get a quick sip of water. Debbie says, can the buyer choose the type of mug they want to put the design on? Yes, so you're going to put the design on, but they can choose whatever they want. Miriam says, me. Rocco, yep, me. I can for sure. Yay, me. Yes, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just, it's easy, guys. Like, that's really why I call it low hanging. There's so many people that have started from where you are now. If you're just getting started or kind of new to this model, they've implemented those simple steps and they've got amazing results. So the system works. Here's Kendra. She says, had her first 1,000 sales day on Amazon. She sent $7,500 in sales. So, and then Joanne, yes, we're going to go into the multiply here in a little bit. I'll show you how easy it is to multiply. Here's John, $22,000. Blue, $22,000. And here's where it's really cool. So Joanne, this is a little bit more about that multiply. 100 listings doesn't take 100 times longer than one listing. In fact, it's not even close. Now watch this. Here's a time lapse. You see, as this goes, every minute, every second here is actually another minute. And this is me making in real time products. So you can see typing out the design, popping them on the products. It took 77 minutes to get 240 listings up. In a moment, I'm going to actually show you exactly how much money these listings made. So I actually did. I put up these 240 listings, recorded it, time-lapsed it. So where it says 43, 44, that's 43, 44 minutes. We've got Dear Grandma, Dear Grandpa. We have travel mugs, camper mugs, different products, different variations, but they're all different. They're different products that could have also been for lots of other products too. I mean, I didn't touch journals or pillowcases or shirts or anything like that. And in that 77 minutes, you saw lots of different things to go. So if you want to see the results, let me actually move this again here. I actually did, like I said, I did do this quite some time ago. So do you guys want to see how much money it made? If so, type in yes. And then you're selling the products, Joanne. So it's going to be your products that you're selling, and then you'll put them on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and people will purchase from you. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for being so engaging. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Ninja stuff. Love it. Lonnie says, beautiful. Okay, so the fact is, most of the 240 listings made no sales at all. Cool. Like I said before, we're set up to fail 98% of the time, but some of them did. So this one example with the girlfriend, the 15-ounce mug version, that brought in over $48,000 in revenue. And I'm going to get into profit breakdowns and stuff later too, because I know I can give you these big numbers, but if there's no profit, it really doesn't matter. So we'll get into exactly how much money you can make from the mug. They are profitable. 2,878 orders for that. Sherry says, I'm curious over what period of time. So they've been all different periods of time. I probably launched this maybe a year ago, 2 years ago at this point. But the cool thing is it's mostly passive, right? So that's just one. Here's one, changed it to Mom, the 11-ounce mug. And that's just the 11-ounce mug, right? We also have the 15-ounce mug and different products. $39,000 in revenue. Brother, put on a travel mug, $38,000 in sales. We have Thanks for Being My Wife, 15-ounce mug, $41,000. $42,000 for the other size mug for the mom one. For my sister, $33,000. The dad one, $24,000. It's awesome. And we got here, travel mug, Thanks for Being My Dad. We got another one, so that one was $18,000. This one's $18,000 to your girlfriend. $16,000 for brother travel mug, sister travel mug. We got $11,000 there. $8,700 for doing Papa. Godfather, $79,224. Here's another one, $6,000 for that one, $7,400 here, $4,800 here. That entire phrase, you guys remember, 77 minutes to list these products, brought in $383,000 in revenue. That's it. I mean, that one phrase, 77 minutes, brought in all that revenue, $383,000. And that's just Amazon. That's just from one phrase and just with different mugs. So I'll get into your questions, Joanne and Rocco, as we go on. Price point, I usually just do $19.95 for a mug, and then a little extra for travel mugs. Now, let's be real, guys. Not every phrase, of course, is going to make you $380,000. It's a numbers game. So some phrases will crush, some are going to bomb. Get enough up, you're going to find some winners. That's how it works. Like I've said many times, expect to fail 98% of the time, which to me actually makes it a lot more fun, because then you don't have to hem and haw and worry about if you're doing the wrong thing. You get to just be creative and enjoy. So what happens next? So after you're doing this and you're testing lots of things, it starts to become, I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but it starts to become kind of close to inevitable that you'll eventually start to bring in some sales, right? So what happens is with that automation software that I just showed you, right? We put our design on the mug, it got sent to Amazon. So after a customer purchases it, then the item information, the customer address and everything gets sent back through the automation system software. It gets made in a warehouse. The item gets shipped directly to your customers, and then the tracking numbers get automated and updated for you. So your design gets printed, gets put on a product. You don't have to worry about a minimum order. Products are shipped directly to your customers from right within the United States. We also have warehouses in Australia and UK and around the world, but usually most of your buyers are going to be coming from the United States. It's going to get shipped from within the United States. Your tracking number will be given hands off. So Katrina, I'd say the last couple of years, and it's passive is the cool thing. So it really doesn't even matter. Because it's just passive sales and you can keep adding new products. You saw 77 minutes to have that. Again, it's not going to always be a $380,000 grand, like home run, but I've got other kind of phrases that are doing pretty great. 77 minutes to test. I mean, even if it did a tenth of that for an hour and 17 minutes worth of work, not shabby. Now, fulfillment here is 100% automated, by the way, which is making this almost completely passive income, which is really fun, right? I mean, what would it mean to your life to have money coming in while you sleep? Pretty epic, right? So, yep, absolutely. We can ship to UK as well. Amazon in the UK, are these companies sending from within the UK too? Yes, absolutely. Lonnie, people can be, it can be so easy. People don't know. So here's how the numbers play out. I told you I was going to tell you exactly what the profit was for each mug. So for a $19.95, 11-ounce white mug with free shipping, that's just as an example. When you're selling on Amazon, you will charge, let's say, $19.95 for your mug. So your expenses are going to be $2.99 to Amazon because you have to pay them 15%, and you only make that after you make a sale. So they're going to do all the heavy lifting in terms of getting customers to you. They've already done all this stuff, getting these people to Amazon. Some people sometimes complain about the Amazon fees, but I don't understand why. I mean, they're doing all this stuff. You're listing products for free. You only ever have to pay after they hand deliver you a customer. It's way better than calling, So $2.99 for Amazon fees, $4.95 for a mug cost. So you only ever pay after the sale. And then $4.95 for shipping. So again, only ever pay after the sale. And when I say mug cost, whatever is on your mug, it doesn't matter. You're going to pay $4.95 as a flat cost, $4.95 for shipping. So your expenses, you bring in $19.95, you spend $12.89, and then your net profit, your take-home profit is $7.06 per mug. Now, again, I'm using mugs as the example. You could do other products. You could charge more, especially like personalized mugs. You could spend a lot more. As Lonnie says here, it's still in excess of 30% profit. Yeah, it's not shabby at all. So here's an example week for me. This is 1,206 orders. Now in this one, we had $8,514 in profit in a week, so 1,206 sales in a week, $8,514.36 profit. So that take home would be $34,057.44 a month in take home profit. So that's after the expenses. Now, then there's, of course, like the not typical weeks. So special occasions. So here's a week during a Christmas that was 3,024 orders in 1 week, which is $21,349.44 in take home profit for a week's work. Not shabby, right? And that's just 1 week. And usually actually during Christmas, the typical years, I sell at least 6 figures worth of sales. And remember, like I said, it's not just mugs. You can take these designs, put them on pillowcases, posters, necklaces, shirts, shot glasses, all multiplying your profit opportunity. And then, of course, you could put more time into this than I do, too. I kind of treated it like I started this as a fun side project just to relieve stress, actually. I would just kind of it was a few years ago, I would just lay in bed and come up with phrases and have so much fun with it. So you could put a ton more time into it. But the thing is, it's not just like I'm nothing special personally. The system just works. I've shown you a ton of different people who've gotten results. Here's someone, 1,000 sales just on Etsy. We've got, I'm still, $8,000 highs and lows overall above my goal, $8,000 here. She says, starting the countdown to my other goal, I need to get to 250K, currently at $248,000 in a year. And she ended up hitting that goal. We have lots and lots of people like this. So to recap here, when we went through the secrets, number 1, most people do e-commerce wrong and they don't make money. So this is an enormous opportunity for us. Number 2, you can fail 98% of the time and still build a highly profitable business. In fact, it's encouraged. And then number 3, you can use software to set up and run 90% of your business. So your time is spent growing your business. Yes, you need to set up an account for Amazon, and the out-of-pocket cost is exactly what we just went over. It's going to be $4.95 for the month, $4.95 for shipping, and then 15% to Amazon. Okay, so all you have to do here is you're going to put up a bunch of designs on Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. They take minutes, cost nothing. You saw how simple it is to come up with a design. You're going to let that magic automation software that I showed you, just hit the upload button, pop, send out your orders. Do more of that. And then optional, if you want to crank your profits even more, then run some Amazon ads. So let me ask you guys a question. Who here would like to potentially build their own online income stream? Let me know. I'm going to get some more water. Type away. I would love to know if you guys are ready. You want to build your own? This guy, me, totally. Yes, definitely. Yes, me. Awesome. So I guess here, you kind of have 2 choices, right? So I feel like with the information we've covered on the webinar today, left on your own with resources, time, and effort, you can make a go at this in a way that most people will never be able to do because they didn't even know this existed. And if that was worth your only option, then I would hope that it would still be kind of well worth your time for being here. And, what if there was another option? So an option that allowed us to go at this together, to go deeper than we can in kind of a couple of hours in one measly webinar. So if I played an active role in your results, took a responsibility in your success, and actually gave you everything that you needed to succeed, including the actual products to sell, how would that make things different? So do you think that in that situation, I could stack the deck in your favor to make success a pretty sure thing? If I had the shortcuts, support systems, and additional resources that you need to easily build and scale a business like this, if I had such of an option for you, would you guys like to hear more about that? Put a yes in the chat box if you want to see how I can help you fast track your success. Oh, before I even said that, so yeah, bring it on. Yes. It says no, I mean yes. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. So I'm going to share with that, but I want, of course, your permission before I show it to you. So I'll wait. I'll get some more water. Would love to just hear a little more. Okay, cool. Now I'm seeing people's names who haven't typed yet. Let me know if you're good for me to share this, please. Okay, awesome. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, great. Guys, thanks for staying so engaged. Okay. Yes, absolutely. It says I live in the UK, but can I use USA as my market base? Absolutely. Okay. So I will say this isn't really for everyone. Not everyone is going to be like the perfect fit. So I'm going to go over why. And then after I go through this, type in a yes if you apply for this. But the types of people that would do best for this kind of system would be, first of all, someone who has do you have at least 3 to 4 hours per week to grow your business? Because you want to make sure you can give some time to it to learn the basics, get things set up and things like that. That's the first thing. The next thing is, are you willing to give back to the community after you succeed? Because we have an epic community that is all about just sharing successes and sharing wins, and we have an abundance mindset. And so we want people like that are willing to give back and help lift people up. Are you coachable? Because I definitely find that the people who do this system, the more kind of complicated they make it, the more they say, Rachel, it can't be that simple. It takes them longer to do well. So you got to be coachable. You have to be open to the fact that it really can be easy. And then people who can take action. Like, will you take action even if it's out of your comfort zone? And if it's not, and you like kind of the way things are, that's totally cool. There's different temperaments, but we definitely need people that are open to taking action even if out of their comfort zone. So if that's you, please type in yes. Let's see, we've got yes for all four, yes to all four. E, all of the above. Debbie says yes to all of the above. Yes. Awesome. Yes, please. Beautiful. So what if you could join a group with serious buying power, get all the tools, help, and support that you need to build a highly profitable business for less, I'll explain why, than it would cost for you to do it alone. So I would love to share with you. I'm about to offer basically to help you build your business. So yes, it's going to cost money. And here's the cool part. As I said, it would actually cost you less money to do this with my help than without it. And I don't mean this in of course, I'll save you the mistakes. Yes, that too. But I also mean it's going to cost you less cash out of your pocket because of the software. So you'll be able to make more and have higher odds of making it. So the good news is, at this point now, you have a step-by-step system to follow. So it's not about whether you can do this. It's about whether you'll put the work in, follow my step-by-step training to find great products. I've already gone before you, as of many more, so I can share exactly how to do it. So this is about training and educating you to be a successful e-com seller. So introducing the low-hanging system, as I mentioned, that's what I call my simple plug-and-play income system. This is, as I see it, the easiest way to build a side income in your spare time that can easily outstrip your full-time income. So here's what you get inside the low-hanging system. The first thing is step-by-step video training. So I say video training, it's video-based training with step-by-step instructions that anyone can follow regardless of your background or past experience. That said, we also have transcriptions if you prefer to read as I do. So I kind of set it up for all the different learning styles. So what we cover is how to find great concepts. So how you can find quotes and slogans that are likely to sell like hotcakes. How you can make great designs. So no need to be a designer and make it super simple to come up with the best-selling design. How you can launch your products. So this is where the rubber meets the road. I'll show you how you can start selling some stuff, bring in some sales. How you can find keywords. So you want to maximize your sales by selling to people who are looking for what you have. So I'm going to show you how you can find the best keywords and then pop them inside your titles and things like that. How you can launch on Amazon. So exactly how you can get going, get your products up, get them listed, make sales. How you can post on Etsy, eBay, Shopify, multiply the sales of the designs that you've already created. How you can process your order. So how to get paid. Discover everything you need to know here, and then how you can scale up. So if you want to take your business to the next level, this is the module that you need. So after you're getting your products on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, you're making sales, how you can scale up from there. Okay. Now with just the training alone, you can see here people have been doing great. We've got, I strictly follow Rachel's low-hanging methods, the letter, $7,900 in 30 days. This person, 10K of revenue, $20,000 in revenue in the last 30 days. So you get all of that. It's a full step-by-step training. This is what's helped thousands of people start an online business. Now, the total market value for that is $2,997. So what you're getting inside Low Hanging, you're getting all that video training. Now, of course, you don't want to manually process your orders. That would be a nightmare. If you're getting as many sales, I showed you 1,200 orders in 1 week, to have to manually process and copy and paste the addresses and things like that, It's great to have the sales, but it's not ideal to do all that copying and pasting. So that software that I was showing you before, that secret automation software, it allows one-click listings on Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. So you can set up hundreds of products in minutes, not months. So what it does is you press that upload button that I showed you before, and then it automates the fulfillment for you. So your business is basically hands off. You can just hit the upload button, things get sent over to Amazon, Etsy, eBay, your customer orders, the items get made, sent to your customers, completely hands off, tracking numbers get sent to your customer. It's poetry. Now, this would normally cost, this is the real prices for the automation software that we use. To do Amazon alone, it's $97 a month, eBay's $27 a month, and Etsy's $297 a month. So for all the different sites, it's $421 per month that people pay. I know they pay. I've seen the numbers. I've seen all the orders come in. And it's worth it. I mean, you can see here are some people. Natalie says, I still get excited with every sale. I say, eek, sale, and then do literally nothing else. Elizabeth, with the integration, you just sit back, let the machine do all the work. Roberto, on vacation in California for 18 days, keep getting an average of 5 orders per day. Love LHS. Kevin, we've done hardly anything for our business since June this year, and he brought in some revenue. So with Low Hanging System here, you're also going to get a year of unlimited access to integration with Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. So that's $421 per month times 12 months. That's $5,052 in real world value. So what you're getting inside Low Hanging System, you're getting the step-by-step video training, and then the automation software VIP license as well. You'll also be getting the weekly group coaching calls. So here you can join me or one of my team of top sellers every week. So we've actually pulled some of the best sellers, and we have them help too, because there's different types of, people kind of do their spin-offs and things. So you'll be able to get your personal questions answered, plus learn from other questions, because sometimes you don't even know what you don't know, right? So you'll have those. We have 3 sessions every single